Well, hello everybody, welcome back. Welcome back to the Trig podcast of Joy. Sorry about that if I blew your ears out if you were on your headphones. I'm adjusting my volume here. Let me know in the comments below if you can hear me just fine. Talking about how to overcome paralyzing fear. And I want to get right into this training here. This training is from something called restoringthefoundations.org. Restoringthefoundations.org. So if you're interested in the full training, which I also offer, you can go to that website. But I want to go through this training that, as I said, I'm teaching a class on this currently on Monday night. It's closed, but hopefully we will open a new one sometime, maybe at the end of the year. So here's basically the premise. Every one of us, when it comes to paralyzing fear, deals with ungodly beliefs. Now, before you think that ungodly beliefs are I'm going to drink, or I'm going to sleep with that woman, or I'm going to steal or cheat, we're not talking about only those ungodly beliefs. Those obviously are things that we as humans deal with. But we're talking about beliefs, especially when it comes to fear, that are lies of the enemy. So I want to go through some of these things here. As a definition, ungodly beliefs, let me see if I can make that bigger for you so you can read it a little bit better. So there you go. Ungodly beliefs are the things that happen in our minds. Okay, so that's very key. These are obviously beliefs that don't line up with God's word, character, or nature. Leave me a comment below. Let me know if this resonates with you already, and if you are interested in this training moving forward. So let me just leave a few comments. Welcome to my training. Just leaving a few comments here for you guys so you guys can see what's going on. Share this broadcast with your friends. Make sure you let everyone know that we are doing this training, this free training, which I think it can free a lot of people. So welcome to this free training. Invite your followers. All right, so there you go. Make sure that you invite your followers to this free training. So as I said, ungodly beliefs are the things that happen in our minds that don't line up with God's word, character, or nature. Every ungodly belief, or UGB, is a lie. Isn't that powerful? Every ungodly belief is a lie. And you know this, obviously, right? We all know this. But these beliefs, they come dressed as truth. When we agree with it, we empower Satan the liar. Isn't that powerful? When you and I agree with these lies, and we'll go through some of the most common lies, but the ones we're dealing with here are, I will always be anxious. I will die. I will be broke. I will get sick from this virus. I will lose my family. I will never get that job. I will always be unattractive. So we all have a list of specific lies that Satan uses against us. And so part of the training that I do with this class, as I said, that I've been teaching on Monday nights, is we go through all the list of lies that we all have, and then we actually go through a process of praying against every one of those lies. Very powerful. So this is sort of just a primer. But anyway, so ungodly beliefs, the third bullet point, are ungodly beliefs often come from our families in the form of our belief system. Just like if you're a Christian, you bring the Christian faith into your life through your family, so do ungodly beliefs often, not exclusively and not always. So we're not blaming parents. I'm a parent. I don't want to be blamed, but we have to understand that we as parents, or your parents, or mentors, pastors, but certainly parents, they bring in ungodly beliefs that are then transferred to you and to me in the form of a belief system. For example, you'll always be broke. Can't you do things like your brother? If you were only as smart as your sister, you're not that pretty. You never do anything right. You're just like your father. So as you can imagine, all these ungodly beliefs can be passed down from our families, especially through words. And so you probably already have a few of those things in mind. Let's continue. Hurts are a great breeding ground for ungodly beliefs. So now this is now what the book talks about, experiences. So we all have hurts. Maybe you've been divorced and your husband cheated on you. That's a hurt from which ungodly beliefs can come, meaning I will never be happy. I will never be protected again, or I'm always failing at relationships. So past hurts, experiences. I've been fired from jobs, and so therefore I'm going to be fired again. My daughter is sick, so therefore I'm always going to have to take care of her. So there are things that have happened to us, hurts, that breed ungodly beliefs. And then the last bullet point here, and ungodly beliefs, this is very powerful, is a contract with Satan. This is very powerful, giving him permission to steal, kill, and destroy our lives. There's a typo there. An ungodly belief is a contract, isn't that the truth? With Satan, giving him permission to steal, kill, and destroy our lives. Did you know that when you and I agree with these lies, we are giving permission to Satan to destroy our lives? Isn't that, I mean, it's the truth, right? But isn't that weird to hear it that way? When you and I believe that lie, believe that what we think is the truth, we're literally making a contract with the satanic and the demonic, giving Satan permission to steal, kill, and destroy your life. Now, here's a very good and useful diagram that the author of this book, by the way, I have the book here next door, or I mean next to me. The book itself is called Biblical Deliverance and Spiritual Healing by, I forget his first name. The last name is Kilstra. I'll put this in the chat here in a second. Or if you would like to look it up on Amazon and put it in the chat, please. I would love the help. So the book is called Biblical Deliverance and Spiritual Healing, I believe. I have it just right there. But this chart, belief, expectation cycle. So here's how the lies happen. We have an experience, okay, at the top of this circle here. So you almost drowned when you were a young child. And so you had this very scary experience with water, with swimming, with your lack of swimming knowledge. And you love water, but that experience happened. That becomes a belief. The belief is, I can't swim. I will drown. I'm afraid of water. The expectation then is that every time that you are invited to a pool party or to the beach, you expect now to drown and to die. And then that behavior then comes as you don't want to go to that party. You come up with an excuse. And that's maybe, I don't know, a simple example, but there are deeper ones. For example, something that's happened to me is I was fired from a job years ago. And that really traumatized me because it took away money, security, expectations. The belief that came out of that, now, again, these are ungodly beliefs, is I'm a failure. I am going to screw up again. The expectation then from that is that, okay, I've been at this job for a year. Any minute now, I'm going to get that email, that I've been fired from my job because I'm a failure. And then the behavior then is, I need to do more than I should, or I'm going to hide, or I'm going to hope that no one notices that I can't, that I don't know what I'm doing. And then that feeds the next experience and so on. Now, you can also take this in a positive way. Let's say the experience is that you, I mean, it depends on if you're a young person or someone my age. But let's say just for my age, okay? If you're a parent, is, wow, I taught my son how to drive. That was so fun. He now knows how to drive stick. The belief is, I'm a good parent. I'm a good father. I can teach him anything. I was so patient. I was so kind, and he was so happy. The expectation then is, let's say now he wants me to help him put his desk together, is that I'm going to do that just as well. I'm going to be patient, and he's going to be so happy, and I can't wait to help him. And then my behavior is, I call him and I say, hey, son, you want to go to IKEA today? I have some time. Let's go buy that desk that you've been wanting. And then we have a positive experience, and it feeds this beautiful cycle. But again, we're talking here, unfortunately, about the ungodly beliefs that haunt us. So at the end of this training is a whole process that we go through to break that cycle, to break this ungodly and satanic belief that I carry, that we all carry, of learning how to undo these lies of the enemy, and how to go back up top here where it says how all these ungodly beliefs are things that happen in the mind. And the training that I do, that I've been doing on Monday nights, is a step-by-step process to go through this. And so I have a couple other slides here that I won't go through right now. It's just too long. But this one, for example, has, what happened there? Let's see. There it is. This one, for example, it walks you through, I don't know why it's doing that. It's jumping back and forth. Not sure. So, and then this one is a submission prayer. This is actually the ministry steps. What that means is that me as a trained person that also struggles with these things but have been through this training, I walk the student through a process of learning how to confess and how to ask God for forgiveness and how to renounce those ungodly beliefs. And then you actually fill out this sheet. I don't know why that's happening, jumping back and forth, of your unique ungodly beliefs and replace them with godly beliefs. Man, this is so powerful. When our students go through this, it really changes everything. And then this is a walking out. When you graduate, let's say, from this particular course, then you walk out with these charges, with these staying in the freedom steps. Because as we all know, we can learn something, but then we struggle with it over and over again. And so I really love that walking out prayer and commitment that we make. And then, of course, I provide the support, but the idea is not for you to be dependent upon me or anyone. The idea is for you to learn how to do this yourself so that you can go through these steps on your own, which is what I do. I did that this morning. I was dealing with some ungodly beliefs, and they were paralyzing me. I skipped a couple of meetings that I had. I didn't want to get out of bed. I didn't want to do all the things that I was excited to do because this ungodly belief just took control of me. And so what did I do? Well, first, I can be honest, I stayed in bed for a couple of hours, and I missed some meetings, and I called off some things that I really wanted to do. I kind of just let this thing take over me. Even though I knew the steps and I knew what it was happening, but when these beliefs come, they're so real and Satan is so right behind them that even if you know what to do, you can't even do the right thing. Finally, after an hour or so, and I texted some friends and I called some people and I wrote some things, and I finally went to this tool to walk me through it, because even though I want to do it all from memory, it's like the Bible, right? That's why we need the Bible every Sunday, every day, every morning, because even though we know the verses and we hear the messages, we need constant daily reminders. So I went through this myself this morning, and I felt renewed after going through this. But really, honestly, it's taken me all day to undo the ungodly belief. And if I can be honest, it's still in my body, because as you know, all these things are physical. They're not just, mental things. They express themselves or manifest themselves. These experiences are in your body. They're in your emotions, right there where it says experience. These are not just little things that happen. I mean, feeling like you're drowning or actually almost drowning. I mean, that's something in your body and your emotions and your memory that can haunt you for a whole lifetime. Or maybe something as simple as a spider biting you. I mean, that's not simple, but that these are things that can haunt us for a lifetime. So my point is that it took me all day and it's still in my body because I'm still working it out. And how do you know it's out of you? When your body releases, when that tension in your shoulders or that headache or that sleeplessness or that maybe you feel it in your gut. That's where I normally feel it, is in my gut, in the, what do they call this? A solar plano? I don't know. I forget the name. But, in my intestines or in my gut. And so when I know that I've been released of this by the Holy Spirit and the power of the cross is when my body relaxes. And then what happens? You normally get hungry, or you want to sleep, or you want to jump, or you want to exercise because you feel this burst of energy and sometimes of hunger. And so someone, what did they say? They felt like, what was it? Taking a nap? Yeah, that was common. I forget what they felt. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I won't say it. But it was something that was physical that happened to them when finally the Lord released them from the bondage that she was dealing with. But anyway, I hope this helps. And as I said, this is a training that I offer. Right now, I'm going through it on Monday nights. It's a 6 to 8 week course that's called Biblical Deliverance. Let me get the book here really quick so you can look it up online. So here's the book. I know you can't see it, but it's called Biblical Healing and Deliverance by Chester, yes, and Betsy Kilstra. So let me put this in the chat so you guys can see the kind of what it's called here. Biblical Deliverance and Biblical Healing. Biblical Healing and Deliverance by, I'll just put the name here, Kilstra. And I also offer this training, as I said, and the training is ending, I think, in the next couple of weeks that I'm currently doing, and I hope to begin another one sometime, maybe in November. So if you'd like to sign up, you can go to davidTrig.com, davidTrig.com/ is it called Healing or Happiness? I've changed it a few times, or is it Deliverance? I think it's called Happiness. Go to that link. Let me actually check it really quick. I thought I called it Deliverance, but maybe I called it Happiness to be more positive. But although I think Deliverance is very, very powerful. Yes, it's called Deliverance. Actually, let me take you to the website, okay, so you can see it. So there it is. So that's the website right there. Let's see here if I can. Okay, there it is. So as I said, this already launched, but I guess I already was thinking of the next one, November 1st. Okay, so you can go there right now. Security, Safety, Stability, where did you all go? Join this new video course, Biblical Healing and Deliverance, 9-part video course, How to Be Happy in 2021. Launches November 1st. You must register. Yes, I'm ready. And so there's the book right there, Biblical Healing and Deliverance, a guide to experiencing freedom from sins of the past. There are 4 areas: sins of the past, destructive beliefs, which is what I was just talking about, ungodly beliefs, and that's fear, anxiety. As I said, I'm always going to be broke. I'm never going to be happy. I'll always be an addict, whatever it is. Emotional and spiritual pain, which is different than ungodly beliefs, and then curses and oppression, which is the demonic part. Here's some of the chapters that we go through. Very, very powerful stuff. And then my beautiful wife and I, who are living this out, my gorgeous wife, my goodness. My baby, I love that woman. If you would like to be a part of this course, and you can click on this, let's get started. And then if you want that, then you go to here, you click on that link, and then there it is. Launches November 1st, and it's a very inexpensive course, and then you can just sign up right there, and you will then be a part of this video course that you can register for right now. So the class that I'm currently doing is through Zoom, which has been very powerful. We have, I think, 5 of us there, and it's been a gift to all of us, including myself. That was the first time I've taught the class. I went through the training myself in the summer. I practice this every day. I've been working on these topics for years. I'm a certified mental health coach, and of course a pastor and seminarian and all the rest. But this training has been very, very powerful in my life, but also in the lives of these beautiful individuals that I work with on Monday nights. But what I'm offering now is a video course. What I'm doing now is putting together a video course of each of these topics so that you can follow along the training, just as you saw, with slides, with me talking you through it, guiding you through it. And as I said, I might be doing another Zoom course sometime here in the future. But I thought sometimes people want to go through this training on their own. You know, you may not have time every Monday night. We've had actually some people that sometimes they can't be there because of life or illness or whatever it may be. And so they miss out sometimes on the training. But if you get the course, then you can go through it on your own, on your phone, on your iPad, on your computer, at your leisure. You can do it on Sundays as a Bible study. You can do it with you and your partner, your kids, you on your own. You can do it at night. Maybe you can, while you're getting ready to go to bed, you're brushing your teeth, instead of watching Netflix or Hulu or whatever, you go through this 9-piece training on biblical healing. And it's just me going over, as I said, those slides, and it's very powerful. So you can just go to that website. Let's see, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to change it to Deliverance, because I think that's just a way better name for it. So I'm going to do this here live with you. You can also learn a little bit about website design. So this is a WordPress site that I have. By the way, if you would like to have my daughter and I help you with any media needs, websites, online content, then Canela and I do that. So, but anyway, so this, let's see, it's loading slowly. This time of the day, as you know, everyone's online, so things are very slow, even though we have a pretty fast internet. But let's see, all pages. I'm trying to load the page here, but it's taking its sweet time. But I want to do this with you. The point is, you can go to davidTrig.com. I'm going to actually change that right now. davidTrig.com/deliverance. We'll change that right now. Oops, no, that's not it. Erase that. davidTrig.com/deliverance. There it is. Okay, so use that link. But we're actually going to change that right now. So here it is. So let's see if the quick edit slug. Yeah, I think that's it. The slug, Deliverance. And I think if I update and give it a second or two to update. Okay, now let's click on this link and see if it worked. Oops, shouldn't have done that. Deliverance, let's see. Just waiting for it to load. See if it loads, see if it loads. Slow internet. There it is. All right, so now you can go to davidtrig.com, so you can see up there Deliverance, and you can then register for that. The video course launches November 1st, so in about 4 weeks or so. So I hope you can get that and be ready to rumble, as we say. So thanks again, everybody, for being here, and I will see you next time.